Hello bandits, thanks for joining around the campfire once more today as we take a look under the cover of the slightly open world adventure RPG from Spiders and Focus Home Interactive, Greedfall. This is a title I've been looking forward to for a little while. You play as the nobly named Disarde, and there's some nice character creation as well as progression in the title, as you begin with your starting class and choose from a well-crafted progress path and move on up the levels with different options available for you to mix and match. The combat and movement in general within the title feels quite light and a little too easy, which can be a drag as you'll face a few fetch quests here and there, especially early on, which will see you traversing the same paths pretty frequently. With the fight mechanics, there is a great touch with the pause feature, allowing you to select enemies and actions or shortcut actions before continuing the fight after pausing mid-flow, and I really love the switching weapons to combat different armour and health mechanics. Sadly though, overall the title has disappointed me. The open world isn't really that open, and instead of moving such as you can within, say, The Witcher, you are limited to zones and a halfway house loading screen outside the cities or villages, which slowly start populating the map. Greedfall is rated by PEGI at 18+, and by the ESRB at a mature 17+. There is blood and of course an awful lot of combat within the title, with gunplay and swordplay as well as magic. I'd certainly think twice about letting my own little ones have a crack, verging on a straight no, but you may want to take a further look at things. With that stacked up, onto the rundown. Visuals, poor. The cutscenes are fairly nice in Greedfall, but close-up characters and creatures look quite shoddy. While the city surroundings do look great, outside that, environment which might look good from a distance needs some huge steps to bring it up to date. While you may know visuals aren't everything to me, here I have found them distracting enough to break immersion. Audio fair. This would have been rated higher, as the voice acting in itself is mostly great, and environmental effects and music I've found to be quite wonderful. However, some speech can get very, very repetitive and become quite irritating. Narrative, good. I've really enjoyed the story behind Greedfall, and the possibility for changing your path through the title is absolutely great. As well as this, the character creation and level up system give wonderful options in order to make the character and the story absolutely your own. Replay, lacking. This would certainly have worked wonderfully with multiplayer built in, and including friends in your party would have been a great step. With the length of the title overall, where there are bits of story etc. to collect along your travels, with the overall satisfaction, it's not one which is pulling me back in. With all that slammed together, the overall Pixel Bandit's verdict for Greedfall is approach with caution. Certainly it's worth picking up on sale, but I felt really disappointed by the lack of free roaming within the title, especially with the visuals. There are great elements to it, such as the armour and health system, which really shine through, but with those poor visuals, very light feeling combat and movement, and an overall sense of Witcher light, it's not one which I've loved. That's all from us for now, but if you have any questions or insights, get them in the comments below, and for game reviews, flashbacks, RP and the latest news, don't forget to subscribe here and at the links on screen to stay up to date with just about everything.